Hey guys, how's it going? Hello. I am here with Jill at the Timbrook Guesthouse, and I am so excited to be here. I kind of pestered her into letting me come tour the gardens, and I didn't tell her that she was going to be on camera today.
No, it was a hidden secret.
I was like, can I come tour your garden? She's all, yeah, sure. And then I was like, so you ready to be on camera? She's like,
I'm never.
Wait.
We are in the flight path of Don Scott.
I was going to say, you guys are real close to an airport.
Yes,
that's crazy.
Yes, all the time.
But we have a guest also coming along with us. Who is this?
This is Moki. He is about 5 months old now, and he just loves to be with us. So
that's so
whenever
sweet.
we can get him out, he's tags along.
Yeah, and then you guys have a lot of other birds here too.
We have 5 other more mature ones, yes.
That's really cool.
That are out in the flight cage right now.
So we'll get to see those guys?
You can get to see
those
guys.
Perfect. So I'm gonna grab the camera and we're gonna walk around and she's gonna give us a tour of this entire property. Okay. And then this is also a guest house that you can come and stay at. So I will make sure that the link to be able to book is in the description down below. You guys have been here for how many years?
Started working on the property since '88. 10-year remodel way back then, and it's just been a labor of love. And when we became empty nesters, we weren't quite ready to give the property up, so we just
decided to bring everyone else in.
Yeah, the house is too quiet.
Yeah,
so,
that's fair.
And we're builders, we're creators, and we just this property is just, it's a gem.
Well, it's full of life.
Full of life. It's 4 acres right, and our location is just absolutely perfect.
That's really cool.
So I don't know, it became home and too big for just the 2 of us, so we welcomed our guests.
Okay, let's take a stroll. Let's see, because I see some hydrangeas over there. You know, we can't grow hydrangeas very well in California.
No, probably not.
Not at all. I try continuously. It doesn't work out.
There was just an article in the New York Times about hydrangea hysteria.
Yeah.
And up in the New England states, where since we had a rainy fall and a very mild winter, the blooms are just more in abundance this year.
Is that what this is? Is that why they're so crazy?
I would like to say that's, but mine usually are this abundant.
Okay.
And then I've got the honeybees going after
I know.
them.
I can't believe that. That's so crazy.
But you can smell the fragrance.
Is that what I'm smelling? Because I smelt it when I was driving up your guys' driveway.
Yes, there's many on the property that are very, very fragrant.
Do you know the variety of this one?
This one is a quick fire.
Quick fire. Yeah, I have one quick fire. I'm trying to baby it.
Yeah,
you know,
like the heat
it doesn't like the heat and it doesn't like the dry. It's not loving all of that.
Yeah.
Let's go down this way. This is it's just so cozy here. Did you guys have to install all of these pathways and everything?
Yes. Yep.
So none of this was here?
None of this was here. A lot of earth has been moved, contours put in.
So it was a pretty steep slope when you guys bought it, and now you guys put in so that there are like landing pads pretty much in this area.
And
that's really cool.
The meadow is just 2 years. This is the 2nd season. Last year it was a field of yellow, which is what they say happens when you plant a new meadow. The yellows will come out first and then it evolves.
And then you get all the color.
Yeah.
I love this hosta bed. Another thing that we can't grow super well in California. It's just so dry.
Yes.
What is this?
So this is our gazebo where people come out. Well, I'll tell you the story here.
Yeah.
We started getting a lot of women groups.
Okay.
And before the gazebo, and they would just giggle the night away and keep us all awake. So
you had to close it in?
Well, so I told my husband, I said, honey, you need to build me a little gazebo because we got to get these girls out of the house when they come so everybody can sleep. So this is what he built me. It wasn't so little, it's more grand, but
it's perfect. I mean, perfect for, 6 people to be able to sit in here and hang out and not keep everyone awake all night long.
And have meetings. We've got Wi-Fi that reaches out here, and there's board games.
When you've got the fans all around, so there's plenty of air movement, and the light up there, like the skylight.
Moby Dick.
Mr. Moby Dick.
He came from Nantucket. We were in Nantucket, and we walked into an antique shop.
Oh, that is so cool.
He was hanging there. He was so dirty because he had been hanging there, they said,
forever.
For decades.
Oh, wow.
And I said, well, you got to get him down, dust him off.
So he wasn't that color originally?
No, he was so, but I knew I could get him clean. And said, babe, I think he needs to come home.
That's really cool. And was there a copper roof outside? Is that what you have?
Yes.
Oh, that is so special. And then what is the red bud over there?
This one is flamethrower.
I love that.
It's the first year I saw them, and I gobbled them up.
Can we talk about these stunning lights that you have all around the property?
We just told that story at breakfast because I had a guest ask, like, how did we get started on these gas lamps? So this isn't the original. They are out back, but
originally you had gas lamps.
No,
here on the property.
We found two. So we have a vacation home that has been in the family for over 100 years. It's up in Michigan.
Okay.
And Peter was helping my father with a project, and it was a skunk project. This all started with a skunk. And he was having to get underneath this deck and secure it so that skunks could not get into the cabin. So when Peter got done, he's backing his way out of this deck, and out he pulls this big long gas lamp. And my dad said, "Oh, I forgot those were under there." And he said, "There's another one in the woods over here." And Peter said, "Well, for all of my effort, can I have these?" And so sort of a bartering.
That's a great barter, though.
It was a great barter. So we trucked home the two, and we needed sandblasted and painted, and we needed to buy the new
glass
tops.
for them. Oh, the tops for them.
But we got those two installed, and then it just became sort of we need more.
Yeah.
So we've been on the hunt, and we've just found them in our travels and hauled them back and done the same thing.
And so you guys have to hand light them.
Yes. So
every day, because I saw somebody who was up on a ladder when we first got here.
The wind the other day blew out a lot of the mantles, so he's
have to replace those. Yeah.
Yeah, they're very delicate.
Yeah.
But,
that's still, like, this place is very magical, and like every little detail that you've put into it that I'm seeing has been like meticulously thought through.
No, we love it. We love sharing the property, creating a space for people just to come and relax. And when people come up the drive, they feel like they're entering a different realm.
That's exactly it. As I was coming up, I mean, there's a park right across the way, and there's a lot of houses, and this one, like, I drove past it and my jaw just dropped as I was coming up to it. It was amazing. It was really cool.
Well, good. Well,
should we go check out the rest of this?
Might get a little sprinkle.
That's perfect.
We were supposed to get all this rain yesterday, and
you guys didn't get the rain yesterday?
We did not.
Oh, that is so crazy, because it was storming where I was at.
Yeah, no,
and I was outside filming a garden tour.
Wow, no, we missed it all. It seems like it just keeps doing that here. Pool has been here since the early 90s. It was down the hill, and then it was brought up.
Just a little too far away.
And then we kept the pool the same, but we added it. It was a wooden fence, and it was grass.
Yeah.
And we redesigned.
And you did this and made it more magical, more special.
Yes.
You put your touch on it.
If you look up from above and you're looking down, it looks like a flower petal, because you got all these individual little pods.
I see the little pockets coming out, each little seating area.
Yes.
Everything was very thought through. Can we talk about these retaining walls and all of these plants you have? I'm obsessed with retaining walls, because in California it's so flat. Everything is flat. There's no
you
hills
should
where we're
have Peter out here for all of the walls. These have been in here a long time, but he built the wall over
the driveway
wall. And it just seems like because of the hill, we're always putting in retaining walls.
That is amazing.
So the retaining walls were in, but we did put in the steps coming down. And of course, with the lighting guy told us, look, if you start with some outdoor landscape lighting, it's a fetish. You're gonna just keep going.
That's all you're gonna do.
And that's all we've done.
And then you guys have the red hot poker in there, but you guys have a green one. That's so pretty. I swore that I hated them, and then one of my friends is obsessed with them, and I saw them in her garden. I was like, okay, I don't hate them.
No, it's just different.
Do you know what the ground cover is that you have right here?
This is, I believe, thyme.
Is this creeping thyme?
Yeah. Well, that one might be just a moss. That one, I think.
This is thyme?
That's thyme.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and the bees were just on it. Gosh, that is so gorgeous. So we're gonna head down to the meadow area now.
This was outside both Peter's and my comfort level.
Meadows are scary.
They scary.
'Cause if you don't do it right, they don't look natural, and that's not a meadow.
And it's not a meadow, but we are definitely trying. We've gotten a lot of the blues come out this
Yeah.
year.
Because you were saying first year
It was
is
nothing
always
but
yellows.
Yep, always yellows. We will probably just keep throwing in seed and see what we keep coming up with.
How do you guys have to irrigate this?
No.
Okay, so this is like true meadow.
Yep.
It needs to survive on its own.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is so
And it's
gorgeous.
supposed
Oh, and you
to
guys have trees tucked in also. Is that a dogwood there?
Yes. That finally a deer did not eat. That's the thing. We put this meadow in, and we really didn't know that it was going to attract more deer.
Oh, of course.
And now, I mean, you can see their paths as they run through.
Is that what this all is?
Yeah,
Is them
yeah.
running through the
And
meadow?
I think they had babies here.
Oh yeah, super safe space for them.
Yes.
They said, "Oh, thank you so much for doing this."
I know, and they are. When we had dogs, we didn't have the deer issue, but now
Yeah.
we are definitely. It's definitely an issue.
So were you guys just buying a meadow seed mix and spreading it out here? Were you guys trying to be pretty selective with?
Here is there's actually they're popping up now quite
Mm-hmm.
a bit, but native nurseries.
Yeah.
And we went and got 1,600 plugs. It took us like 2 weeks
To get all the plugs planted.
to get all the plugs
Yeah.
in, and then we planted the seed as well.
Okay. So that way it's very full.
Yeah.
That's a lot of plugs to plant.
It was a lot of
That's
plugs.
really cool, though.
So I do hope I'm going to see more than just the days, the
Just them two
black-eyed
plants,
Susan,
yeah, the black-eyed
Rebecca's,
Susan and
yeah.
the Monarda,
Uh-huh.
the bee balm. So
But-
next year it should be even more established
Even more.
then.
Like I said, I'll probably break down and get some more seed.
Yeah.
We got overzealous and we're pulling out grasses right here in the middle that apparently were things that we should not have pulled out. So
Oh,
like there's
shoot.
almost like no color right there right now.
Oh, so you guys pulled out some of the color.
The 10 years, we just ended our 10th year for sharing our home. And I would say I could put on one hand how many people would wander down the hill when this was just all grass.
Yeah.
And as soon as we put in the meadow and then the stairs to go with it, I mean, everybody.
All of a sudden,
comes
everyone
down.
wants to come down here and check this out.
Everybody's come down, and it's beautiful. It's
Especially when it's like,
peaceful.
especially if it was full of yellow, everyone's like, well, what is that? Why? I need to go check that out. Very
Come
inviting.
check me out.
Yeah.
So
you guys didn't have the stairs here?
No, those just
It
went
was
in last
just
year.
lawn.
Yep.
Oh, wow. They've already got like moss growing on them and everything. I'm sure that's part of the environment here.
Right. But everything, all this was new. Our son got married here 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Our son and daughter-in-law. And the ceremony was down
right
here,
here.
but she came down the hill, and
That is so picturesque.
it was beautiful. And I think actually it worked out better having the grass and not the stairs
Yeah.
for that.
Yeah. Way easier to walk through that.
Yeah.
And then you guys back up to just like a forest.
Kempton Run,
Okay.
and people ask all the time, how do we get the name Timbrook? The family that was here the longest,
Mm-hmm.
46 years, it was a horse farm for them, or their last name was the Timmons.
Okay.
And they sort of coined the property, the Timbrook, with the brook on the south end of
Yeah.
the property and their last name. So
Oh.
we thought it was fitting to bring that back
Yeah.
since they were here. We're catching up, but
Yeah. But trying to restore it and pay homage to
Sure.
the place. That's really cool.
yeah. Now all we need is the horses.
Just,
And my daughter-in-law would love that.
how many horses are you going to get?
Well, that depends on her.
Oh.
I said, I'll get them, but she has to take care of them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
Hey, you're being loud.
Mm-hmm.
Loud,
That's okay.
buddy.
Just happy to
Yes.
be here,
You're
huh?
right by the mic. You're going to be hurting everybody's ears.
Well, should we go back up and then go
Sure.
see, maybe I can get an overview of the pool to show off that flower design.
Sure.
Or if there's anything else down here that you're like, we got to hit this.
No. Kai wouldn't come. All right, will you take Moki and I'll get Kai.
We're going to do a bird exchange.
Bird exchange. One of my big, well, you can get Kai coming out of his cage if you want to do
Perfect.
that.
Yes. What is this butterfly bush?
That is Punkster butterfly bush.
I have the same one.
Yeah?
Do you know, mine got, it's like this tall.
What?
It is huge.
They're not supposed to get
They're
that
not
big.
supposed to get that big. It's supposed to be much,
Well, he's
much
very
smaller.
happy where you put him then.
He is obviously very happy.
Okay, so you get a
We're gonna get all of this. The greenhouse is stunning, and then the overview of the swimming pool, and all of these things. I love the mass plantings that you do. The big swaths of everything. And big swaths of hostas.
And it's too bad you're too late for the daylilies.
I know.
Oh my gosh, the colors were amazing.
I guess I'll just have to come book a stay here.
There you go. That will always work.
I saw the peonies were done also, so I'll have to come with the daylilies and the peonies.
The season goes so fast. But yeah, you could sort of see from.
Oh yeah, you can definitely see the petals.
My little petals.
This greenhouse, oh my goodness.
So Peter built me the greenhouse back in '08, and it was his first attempt of a stone wall himself. So he did the stone wall.
I think he nailed it.
He did.
This is just breathtaking. I mean, you have these little teeny tiny berms. I'm so jealous because we're dead flat. I'm talking about okay, let's bring in some soil and make this artificial looking berm, because there's no way we could ever do anything like this.
Well, I wanted us to create all about the layers, creating
and
more and more little pockets.
The scent just hits you on these. This is more of the quick fires.
These might be Pinky Winkies.
Pinky Winkies. Gosh, this is
amazing.
You can
smell them.
You can smell them intensely. It's perfect. I was rolling the window down and I was like, what is it? Because we don't get hydrangeas. I mean, if anyone grows hydrangeas, it's maybe one, and the smell is not there at all.
The fragrance is amazing too.
Should we go get
get
another bird? We're going inside?
Ready? Is Kai still there? Yeah. Step up. All right, here we go.
So this is Kai.
This is Blue Kai.
This is Blue Kai. Hello, Blue Kai.
Blue hyacinth macaw.
He's ready. He's ready.
Let's go. We'll do our normal trip out. So the boys, because they're all boys, get to come out every day during the warm season.
Yeah.
To the outside flight cage that Peter built himself.
Very handy.
Yeah, he is extremely handy.
Has to be busy at all times.
I know. Keeps him out of trouble.
Oh, that's good. That's smart. So as long as you keep coming up with projects, you're good.
There's a long
Are you
list.
kidding me with this? I didn't even see this on your guys' website or on Instagram.
Oh,
This is magic.
So this was a vegetable garden until we turned this into a guest house, and I decided I needed more flowers instead of vegetables.
That's the best decision. I'm doing that next year. I decided that we needed more flowers and less vegetables.
I mean, the vegetable garden is nice.
They're not as nice. They're great to grow here and there, but
then they're not as pretty, and they get spent, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I needed the flowers. Hey, Edders. All right, you're gonna let me out? All right, there you go.
oh my
So
gosh.
this is Hi.
Hi.
I'm Q, huh? This is Eddie Would Go.
Hello, Eddie.
And Kai. They are named after
Eddie
two
Would Go.
famous Hawaiian surfers. So my husband's Hawaiian.
Okay.
Born and raised in Hawaii.
Yeah.
He was adopted by the Dole family, so he's the pineapple family. So they all have Hawaiian names except for Charlie, who we did adopt at age 3.
So Charlie had his name already.
Charlie had his name already. So we have Okoli, who is an Amazon. And
That's crazy, the sounds.
Charlie, he's Peter's machines, as they back up. It's the backup noise.
That's so funny.
So we have our I got to get into these.
These
today.
are raspberries?
Oh, no, they're blackberries.
Oh, they're blackberries.
But the birds were eating
Oh, they
too
take
many
all of them?
So we
Can I steal one?
Oh gosh, absolutely. I knew there was going to be a lot because I didn't check them yesterday.
Oh, these are huge too.
Oh, they're going to be so sweet.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Melt in your mouth.
I see why the birds are stealing them, but that's really annoying.
They love them. So I see blackberry pie in the future.
Yeah, that sounds like the perfect way to use that. That's amazing. And then so you had all of these beds. He built all of them, right?
Yes.
He's so handy. I'm just going to assume he built everything.
Yeah, and his brother, or my brother-in-law, very handy. So he has definitely helped with all the renovations.
That's so cool.
He was a one-man show, Steve Dole.
Yeah.
But his carpentry skills are amazing.
Yeah, that's really cool.
But yeah, no, Peter built this all out of recycled material.
That's crazy.
We found these 2 corn cribs in a farmer's field. It took a whole summer and full of poison ivy.
Oh, that's a fun summer when you're hot and itchy and.
Me and our 2 sons, and they got it here, and he started building. And then my parents have a tennis court.
Yeah.
And they were replacing the
metal on it?
The fencing. So I said, don't throw it away. I'm coming up to get it. And so we used all that.
That's smart. That's really good use of it.
Yeah, so we all of a sudden had a flight cage farm.
That's really cool. How did you guys get into having like big birds?
I always just wanted one, and it was always to be an African gray.
Okay.
And I now have 6, and I've never had an African.
So you still haven't gotten what you wanted in any sense.
I don't know if that's going to be in my cards. I just got Moki, and so I don't know.
So I'm guessing Charlie is the loudest then?
Charlie is the loudest, I think, because he was adopted, and he just wants everybody to know that, hey,
I'm here.
I'm here. And he's also a cockatoo, and that is such a cockatoo. He's very vocal.
You were the plant person. You were the one who's like, yep, we're going to pick up 2 or 3 of these and 10 of those and 1 of those for the garden.
And just come home and find a spot.
And this is overflow in here?
Yes, we just took out a huge, actually it was a hydrangea that needed shade, so it wasn't blooming.
Oh.
But it was spreading like crazy.
Yeah.
And I said, all right, that needs to go down to the shade.
Yeah.
Down by the
So you guys still have to give them shade.
Oh, there's some varieties, yes.
Okay.
Some don't, but there's some varieties that still need shade. So this is still...
What is in the middle here?
That one is new to me. It's a native, and I took the thing away. I would have to go look it up. I have it written down inside.
The leaves are so interesting.
It's supposed to get very large and a purple leaf, or purple flower.
Purple flowers on it. That's really cool. So quite tall.
It's going to be,
I mean, you can see how thick the like stems are on that with the stalk. And then you guys have chickens over here too.
Oh, my girls. So we got the boys and then we got the girls.
And you got the boys and the girls.
So.
Oh, and you have like the biggest boy over here though.
Yes, isn't he fun?
That's so fun. How many girls do you guys have? Oh, well, there's a ton of them.
I refuse to count because...
That's probably smart. Chicken math is a problem.
It's a problem.
And then you guys have Japanese anemones right here.
Yes, in the fall they'll bloom.
I know. I'm waiting for mine to fall. I see you guys are starting to have some of your buds up too.
Some of the buds are
What color are these?
These are white.
These are white. I have 1 white, and it was an accidental planting. I thought I was planting 3 pinks, and all of a sudden one of them is white, so it must have been like mislabeled or something like that.
Oh, well, it's fun. They are a little taller than the pink ones, but...
What is up against is that the garage right there? Is that...
So that is...
Is that black lace elderberry?
Yes.
That is so pretty. We can't grow that at all. And so I always see it online, other people growing it. So this will be my first time seeing it in person, at a decent size.
Missing the blooms too. I just planted one at our son and daughter-in-law's house. I said, you have to.
Because they get the white disc of blooms, right?
These are pink.
Oh, these are pink.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I see where the blooms were.
Yeah, no, they were cut. It's just a beautiful plant.
And the new growth is green. Really good replacement for like Japanese maples.
Yes.
And then you guys obviously have had these for a very long time.
Yes.
One of your favorite walkways. Tell me that again. Because this is one of my favorite walkways.
This is one of my favorite walkways. It just is. When you turn the corner and as you're looking, especially like in the spring, and all the different greens and hues, and it's
fabulous.
Yeah.
And it smells so good here. And the oak leaf hydrangeas, those are huge too.
And they are so fragrant. Oh my goodness.
They're so pretty.
These are little limes.
So that's a perfect spot for these right up front then.
We got some new ones in here. We just expanded.
I was going to say, so you guys just continued this?
We just expanded this brick out, and so I decided to continue.
Is it easy for you guys to find brick? Because all of your brick seems to match really nicely. Or is this a big project to find the brick?
It was a big project. So when we did the back patio, Peter found online this brickyard up in Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
And so we took off for that excursion, and we're hauling back. So they pull up from all the old cobblestone.
Oh.
So when they're replacing roads, the asphalt just falls off of them, and they just pull them all up. His company goes in, cleans them up, and pallets them and recycles them. So we got pallets.
So this is like very, very old brick.
Very old brick.
I was wondering because it looks very old, so it looks very natural to the house.
Yes. Yeah, no, with the colors and everything. Yeah. And then we had just enough. He got a pallet that wasn't cleaned very well. And so we put that in storage. We got another one.
Yeah.
And over the winter, he and one of our guys, he built a makeshift little hut, and they sat in there and chipped all the brick. And then for this project, they're very thick.
Yeah.
And to make sure that we had enough, they cut them all in half.
They halved them.
Yeah.
That's a really good way to do it.
Yeah.
Best bang for your buck on those.
I know,
yeah.
but you can't tell.
No, you cannot tell at all. It doesn't matter how thick they actually are.
And just walking on it, you'll
Yeah.
never, I mean, they're still pretty thick.
Yeah. This is the entire view when you come up to the place. So everyone gets to stay here and then breakfast and hanging out and
Gourmet
pool
breakfast.
and.
I love to be in the kitchen and yeah, the pool.
When I got here first thing this morning, everyone was in the kitchen with the guests, and it was really sweet. So this is the center island. So I came up this way, and then you do a loop around and you park on the other side, and you have another gas lamp. That is so cool. And then you've got the U's back there, and then this is just full of color. I mean, some of these are so gorgeous.
Oh, all the cone flowers.
All of them.
You didn't see my pile, but I just hauled home like another dozen.
Oh, good for you.
You can't have enough cone flowers.
You
And
can't
it's the only
have-
thing the deer aren't eating.
Oh, well, then you have to like do a giant swath of them.
Yeah, yep. So
It's so gorgeous. This coneflower is huge.
he's been there a little while. So
I was gonna say, this one's
just
way more established.
keeps going and going.
I love it. Is that an actual working fire hydrant right there?
No. And we have an antique gas pump that we're putting in too. That's back by the garage.
That's so cool though. It looks like it's a real working one.
Yeah, no, I
love
just
that.
found it in our picking. I said I want that for my
Where do you
garden.
normally go picking? I mean,
Oh, everywhere.
you guys have some like really great places to like find antiques here. California.
Well, you don't go in your own backyard. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
It's always on our trips.
Yeah.
There are some Grandview Mercantile. I find some really great stuff. Mostly that stuff for the inside.
Yeah.
But we just don't really go.
And the inside is gorgeous too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, you just got a little snippet.
I did.
Don't look up there. Oh my word. So we have some people in from a state we don't like to mention, but they like to advertise it when they're here for the Good Guy Car
I'm gonna show it.
Oh my goodness.
There's a rivalry between Michigan and Ohio, and they were so funny. He was wearing Michigan shorts, Michigan socks. They brought their own coffee mugs that had the Michigan logo on it, and they're like, "Hey, we left a little surprise."
Their door is, they have the Michigan banner on it, and we didn't find it. There's something out here in the garden.
They said, he was like, "If you see something," he's all, "don't be surprised."
I know. So last year they left something on the other side, so they wouldn't have put it in the same.
No.
But we missed it.
We haven't seen it yet.
We haven't seen
or
it.
we just like went right past it.
I know. I'm gonna have
That's
to-
so funny.
And they're gonna keep bugging me until I.
Oh, yeah,
come
until
up
you
with
actually find it.
Yeah. So
Look at this swath of peonies you have.
these have been moved so many times.
Oh,
but
really?
When we were getting ready to do the building back there.
Yeah.
Peter's like, "What are we doing with them?" I said, "I'll find a spot."
Yeah.
So it was a good spot.
It's a really great spot. What color do they bloom?
The pinks and the whites and the fuchsias.
So you guys have just a menagerie of the color. That's really cool. The driveway is a spectacular driveway. More of the lights.
Peter's
So-
wall.
Are these the ones that, these aren't the ones that were under the porch?
No. The tall ones are in
The
the
tall
back.
ones. Okay.
Yeah.
So
No,
these are all ones that you
these
guys have
that
acquired.
We acquired, yes. For
They're
additional.
magical.
My quince blooms an orange.
An orange quince.
And
That's so
an orange
nice.
quince, and then the phlox is a purple.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about
So then
the
it's just like
bag.
cascading down with the purple.
So yeah, in the spring I've got the blue of the phlox,
Yeah.
the yellow quince, and in the background along the gazebo we've got the yellow of the forsythia.
Oh, forsythia. Oh my gosh, yeah.
sorry.
Oh, I love your guys' weather vane. Matches the Moby Dick up there.
Yeah, that was given to us by a friend who had it in her house for decades, I think.
Yeah.
And when we got it done, she finally took it out of her hallway and said, "Here, you have to put this up." It was like just leaning in her hallway in a
She didn't even
corner.
have it out.
She didn't have it out. So that's,
Well, it's perfect.
that's Paula's Moby Dick.
That's perfect. You guys have two
Yeah.
of them. And then the most like beautiful evergreens right here.
The green giants. I try
They're
not
so
to go
gorgeous.
overboard with them, but
Yeah.
I tell you what, they are absolutely beautiful. They're very fast growing. They create the screens where I want them to create.
Well, you're doing little swaths of 3 of them, and you got another little swath over there of 3 of them.
Well, there's more than 3.
Is there more than 3?
And
Oh.
that, but there's Yeah, there's a whole grove of them over there.
You've just done a fabulous job. Well, okay, so I have to be totally honest. When I was coming here, I saw the driveway and I kept driving because I had to get the whole sneak peek as I was driving. I was like, I have to see the entire thing. Oh, and another black lace elderberry. Oh my gosh.
And a bunny.
Are you kidding? That is so sweet. We have jackrabbits, so they're not nearly as
They're
cute.
not as cute.
They're not nearly as cute at all. That is so gorgeous too. Some type of like weeping spruce, I'm guessing, right?
Of some kind. I like I said, new.
Yeah.
Just planted it this spring.
This is a little magical, like hidden room. Would not expect
I never
this.
come up here. I mean, I never usually have a reason to.
Yeah. It's really sweet though. I like the overview of the property. Oh, the crest up there is so gorgeous too. On the house. You guys have a lot of birds here.
We got a lot of birds, and we've got bluebirds like crazy. We have.
Oh, there's one leaving. Is that a peanut? Do you guys feed peanuts?
Yes. And we have peanuts like all over the place. It's so funny where they drop them. It's like, really? I just saw it for the first time at the feeder, and it's, they say in the book that it's like prevalent everywhere, but a northern flicker. And I've never had one at my feeder. I was so excited.
What is a northern flicker? I'm gonna have to pop a picture up on the screen because I don't know what that is.
A northern flicker? Yeah, I don't even know if it was a male or female, but they have this, they're sort of like tan in color, speckled on the back. They've got this, he had like a black necklace, and then he's got a red tuft on his neck.
What?
And he's a bigger bird. It's a woodpecker. It's a type of woodpecker.
Okay. Huh.
I don't know. It was fabulous. So
that's so cool. So you sit
shouldn't-
and bird watch a
I
lot?
do from my office when I'm supposed to be working, but I sit there and watch all the birds.
But when you have the bird feeders right there, we have hummingbirds like crazy, and so that we don't get a lot of work done because it's like right by the living room and where I'm supposed to be sitting on the computer, and I just watch the hummingbirds.
Watch the hummingbirds. Yeah, it's hard. It's not hard to do.
So this is the main driveway when you pull up. This is how you come in, but you have these two little windows that I slowed down really slow. I basically stopped to look at them.
I don't think anybody's used that
that term
before.
Well, they're windows. I mean, you come in and it's trees and like a hedge, and then it kind of like drops
opens
down
up a little bit.
and it opens up into the meadow and the lawn area. And so it's a little hidden window, and then you keep coming and there's an evergreen, blocks the view, and then there's the wall of evergreens, and you have this window and you see the greenhouse. And then as you keep coming up, you get the lawn, and then you get the pool, and then you get the stairs, and you see all the landscape lighting. That is just picturesque right there.
I think I want to stay here.
I think I made great reservations.
Yeah. I should book me a room.
That's exactly it. And this has been a treat for me because I've been at this trade show and it has been so overwhelming with people. And I'm not naturally an extrovert. I don't love being around a ton of people. It's very exhausting. And so just to come here and get away from the like crazy hustle and bustle of that, being able to walk around your garden with you, I really appreciate it.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
So thank you for letting us come in and all of us invade your space.
Hey, I was not expecting this. I thought you were just coming in to do the pictures, but I very much enjoyed your company.
Thank you for coming along and showing us the birds and everything too. So
you're welcome.
Thank you. And make sure that if you guys are in the area, come check out the Timbrook, and I will put all of the booking descriptions down below so you guys can come stay at this magical retreat is what I'm calling it.
Thank you.
So that is going to be it for this video, you guys. Thank you to the Timbrook Guesthouse Luxury Inn for letting me come and invade their space. If you're in the area, I would come check it out. If you're coming to visit the area, come check this place out. It is magical, and the experience that they give you is just, it's unlike any other that you will ever have. So I hope you guys enjoyed the garden tour, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.